Good morning, gang. Good morning. Welcome to this week's Bitcoin update. First and foremost, big shout out to Prime XBT. Thank you for sponsoring today's stream. If you don't know who Prime are, they're a platform where we can not only trade crypto, but we can also trade FX, commodities, and stock indices. If you want to know more about them, then check out the link down in the description. If you do use our link and you want to sign up with them, then make sure to use our codes below, where you can get up to a 7,000 USD deposit bonus, and you can also get 25% off trading fees. So once again, thank you Prime for sponsoring today's video. Before we get into the analysis, gang, remember, nothing discussed today is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my view of the markets, and it's for educational purposes only. So Bitcoin. Yeah, the yearly closes in the next 2.5 days, and so far, I think you'll agree, it looks very nice. Yeah, I'm sarcastic. Does this mean it's just going to continue nuking down? No, it doesn't. You know, I'm not really one for candlestick trading. So even this is obviously a gigantic, potentially right now, a bearish engulfing. It doesn't necessarily mean it's game over and then Bitcoin's going to zero, you know, like some people seem to be promoting right now. Yeah, we quite clearly, when we zoom into the local time frame structure, we're just range bound. Yeah, it don't look great, but let's see how it is. The quarterly will be closing obviously at the same time. That's pointing down. Monthly, still pointing down, although we are still range bound. Weekly, sideways. Daily, sideways. Everything's sideways. So before we get into today's analysis, quick announcement to run through. Obviously, you guys are aware of our website, where on our website you've got access to our free Discord, and you've got access to our Copilot's trading course, where we've got over 80 hours of educational content, which also gives you new live streams every week, new educational content. You also get our chat and chill streams, where I map out my high time frame and low time frame trade setup ideas. This is not signal service, but just to make you guys aware, as of the 1st of December, the 3-month membership option and the 6-month membership option will be disappearing, and we will be sticking with the monthly membership option only, and these prices are set to increase on the 1st of December as well. So if you do want to take advantage of either the 3-month or the 6-month at these discounted rates, then take advantage of them now, because as of the 1st of January 2023, these will disappear. But obviously, if you sign up to them now, then the prices will still be honoured. Now that's out of the way, let's zoom in and let's take a look at what's going on. So we'll zoom into the 4-hour time frame. First and foremost, let's throw on the local range that we've been looking at for, well, since price first came down on the start of November, on the 9th of November. Next thing we always do is throw on the volume profile, and let's have a look at what's been happening within this range. Well, we can see that obviously over the festive period, price went sideways. Obviously, traditional markets were closed on some of the days, so it's kind of basically one big long weekend price action for Bitcoin, which is typical sideways. And obviously, we've opened up this week. We've had a push up, and then we've had a push down. So we've now taken nearest damn it, aside from, well, this is Fridays actually, so technically we have taken the weekend highs and we've taken the weekend lows. So now it's just fair game to see what's going on. As it stands right now, the main levels to be aware of on your charts are the value area high, as we pointed out on the last video last week, and below us are the value area low. So these are the two biggest areas of interest for me right now. Now, bear in mind, it is the festive holidays, so I'm not sat at my charts 24 hours a day. I'm spending time with my little one. So these, as you can see it from my notifications. These are where I'm going to start becoming interested. So I have my notifications front running levels, and if the notifications go off, then I run to the charts and I have a look to see if there's a trade for me. So as we are right now, we're still hovering around this point of control. So for me here, if we reclaim this point of control, then I'm looking back up at this value area high / this as some might call it, an order block here. Now, as I've pointed out on last week's video, we have confluence in this area because we pull a fib from the high to the low. We throw that on your standard fib retracement. We've got the 0.5 coming in just above the value area high, which gives us a nice zone. And then if it manages to clear that, then we've got the golden pocket sitting just above these highs, which would be a nice liquidity grab. So this whole region here, either looking for a rejection towards the low of it, and then I've got my short trigger. And if this doesn't happen, then I'll be looking up towards this golden pocket, looking for that change in structure, then I've got a short trigger. If this does happen, the short trigger will be change of market structure to the downside after a good reaction of the golden pocket. Then I'll be looking to see if it gets accepted back into value. If we get no accepted back into value, then I'll quite happily cut the trade, take some profits, stops to break even, stops to entry, and then see how it pans out. Or the option 2 would be, does it get acceptance back into value, and then do we continue trading value? High to low, high to low, high to low. If it clears this golden pocket to the upside, and we get no reaction in any of this, then ultimately I'm going to be looking back at the range highs up here. Okay? Gets up there, gets a reaction, I'll be looking for shorts. No reaction, I'm looking for higher. And the higher targets are what we've talked about in the previous videos. Effectively, they're coming in roughly between 19 and 20k. And if you go back and watch our previous videos, you'll see the exact levels that I'm referring to here. To the downside, what happens if we just continues rolling over? Well, if it continues to roll over, then first and foremost, we've got the value area low again. Now, if we do come down to the value area low, bear in mind we've already had this SFP, but bear in mind when this SFP of the value area low did happen back then, the volume profile had changed. So this is the old point of control, roughly where we are now, before the point of control moved up towards the EQ, and this was the value area low. So now that it's updated, if price does come down here, we've got two options. We have a straightforward retest of the value area low, or we look to grab the liquidity from these lows before a move up. And again, we just keep trading value. Now what happens if it loses value and we don't get a swing failure pattern down there? Well, if it does lose value, then ultimately I'll be looking target these lows, and if we get no reaction or a swing failure pattern of these lows, then ultimately I'm looking back down at the range lows. And like we've said time and time again, if it does come back down to the range lows and we get no reaction, then either looking for a swing failure pattern, grab the stops, bear in mind we've got stops from these and stops from these, grab the stops and we'll continue trading this range. Or if we get an fall reaction down here, then ultimately I'm just going to let it drop. Now this for me wouldn't be a short trigger. As we've said time and time again, I don't trade breakouts. I am still sat in a short from here. I am looking to compound that short if price does come higher into one of these areas of interest above. I will, if price does roll over down here, I will look at taking some profits down here, or more profits shall we say. And then if price does then roll over, then we're targeting my lower targets, which again, my lower targets have been discussed in previous videos. So if I remember, I'll link a video at the end. So aside from that, that's it. Short and sweet. It's very simple. We're stuck between value and obviously hovering under the point of control EQ. So no reason to get, overly bullish or overly bearish. We're just range bound, and we're range bound until it breaks. Okay. Right, gang, that'll do for today. If you liked today's content, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to catch future videos. And once again, thanks to PrimeXBT for sponsoring today's video. So as you were, guys, and enjoy the holiday week. Bye-bye.